The alarming terrorist acts going on these days are horrific, like the recent Paris terrorism. In fact, this is the exact nightmare which is coming to this generation, but will not be with just 10 or 12 Muslim terrorists like in Paris, but will be carried out by hundreds of millions of Muslim terrorists globally. As far-fetched as this may sound, it's exactly what Bible prophecies specifically state is coming to this end-time generation. Jesus himself foretold of this coming terrorism magnitude, saying in Matthew 24:22 that unless those days were cut short, then no life would be saved. That means if Satan had his own way, and if God were not to intervene, then Satan would kill every last human being on earth. Now this prophecy refers to the final 3.5 years of the nearing 7-year tribulation, which at this point cannot be far away, since the start of the tribulation is ready to take place. And in fact, there's no other group more proven to lead this coming, unthinkable, global death spree than the 1.5 billion Muslims on earth today. With the Muslim terrorists' proven track record for centuries and to this day, to kill anyone and everyone, including each other, who denies or resists their declared global domination, as their religious book requires, of the entire 1.5 billion Muslims who are indoctrinated by it. And the final world dictator, who will direct the final nightmare of killing, is identified in the book of Revelation as the false prophet, being a total religious impostor of Christianity, which history proves as being the Pope of Rome, one and the same as Antichrist, both terms being synonymous. Revelation chapter 13 verse 12 specifically names the false prophet, the Pope, as the sole one who will, quote, exercise all the authority, end quote, in the final 3.5 years. Here again, this Bible prophecy scenario of the Pope as the final world dictator who directs 1.5 billion evil-minded Muslims today to carry out Satan's effort to murder everyone on earth, this scenario is already in tangible view. This is because Pope Francis is the most exalted man in history, precisely as foretold of the false prophet, Antichrist. And the Pope is also the number one world leader today, who is on record of repeatedly announcing to the world that, quote, Muslims are our brothers and sisters, end quote, as reported in the Fox News story attached to the caption of this video. So this foretold scenario of the false prophet, the Pope, directing today's radical Muslims to act out the final nightmare of death all over the earth, is right now in place and ready for fulfillment.